When it comes to your business, what is a way that you can have all communications right at your fingertips? Well, you might want to consider unified communications. That's what we're talking with our coastal expert today, Chuck Brown of Infinity Inc. Hi, Chuck. It's great to see you.
Hey, good to see you again, Natalie.
So, unified communications, for some of our viewers who may not be familiar with that, what exactly is unified communications?
Unified communications is really a framework that ties together all of your company communications between phone, fax, email, SMS, text messaging, enterprise messaging. It just ties them together into one package so that they work more efficiently.
So no more do we have to have, here's your phone system, here's your fax machine, here's your computer, here's your smartphone, everything, maybe even in different rooms. You can have one specific spot for everything.
Absolutely. It makes training easier, they're more efficient, they're more effective in a business.
So what's the difference between unified communications and just a phone system? I mean, because a lot of phone systems will do the various things.
A phone system is often the core component of a unified communication system because phone communication is one of the most important things we do in a business. So a lot of unified communication systems will be built on top of your phone system.
You know, it seems amazing how far technology continues to grow, and we're constantly learning. Terms continue to come up. I can think of one right now that VoIP. I keep seeing or hearing about that term, VoIP. So you're our coastal expert, Infinity Inc. So can you tell me what VoIP means?
Sure. VoIP stands for Voice over IP. And IP is a protocol or set of standards for how all networks and internets talk to each other. VoIP is just the method by which phone systems can talk over that, like talking over the internet instead of over standard phone lines.
Oh, I see. Okay, so let's talk about the business that's been there forever. And let's just say I have a phone system that's ancient. So what happens then?
Well, you really have a couple of choices to make. You can go with a hosted system or a premise system. Premise being it is on your premise, so you can basically...
That was going to be my next question, like what's the difference between a host phone and a premise phone?
Well, you can replace, a premise phone system simply means the phone system is yours in your closet.
Okay.
So you're buying infrastructure, you're buying more hardware, you're putting it back in the closet to live there versus hosted, which means that it's in someone else's infrastructure somewhere in the cloud.
Well, but let's see, aren't all phone systems the same when you think about it? I mean, you just dial the number and the answer, somebody answers. It rings and somebody answers. I mean,
On a simple level, yes. I mean, at the end of the day, the phone has to ring, you have to be able to make phone calls. But then it kind of expands from there. Different businesses have different needs. For example, in our business, we divided our support staff into multiple teams, and we programmed our phone system so that when a client calls, the system knows how to route that call automatically without human intervention. Some phone systems can do that, some can't. So as we talk about your business and your specific needs, there are different phone systems that may or may not meet that need.
So Chuck, Infinity Inc. has helped a lot of businesses with their unified communications. So would you say that this is something that is extremely cost efficient and just 100% more efficient across the board where your business is concerned?
Absolutely. It's much more efficient. It's much more effective. Now you're training someone to use one system with multiple facets, if you will, versus training them how to use each individual thing. Often you can simply do things with a modern phone system or a unified communication system that you simply couldn't do with the old systems. For example, getting your phone calls on your mobile phone. If you have a hosted phone system and your building goes dark, you have a disaster, the internet goes out, the power goes out, your phone system is going to stop working. If you have a hosted phone system, that doesn't happen. Your phone calls can still be routed, your customers can still be taken care of, and many of the old phone systems simply couldn't do that.
And there are literally hundreds of phone systems out there, so now you have to tell me, where do I start? I mean, especially when you're dealing with someone who is extremely overwhelmed with that whole idea. Where do I start?
Well, we'd love you to start with Infinity. It's going to be more about the provider than the phone system, honestly. There are a lot of phone systems that can meet most needs out there. The question is who's going to work with you to make sure it works the way you need it to work, to make sure your staff is trained, to make sure your business continues on the way you need it to.
And that's something that Infinity Inc. will make sure that they do for all of their customers.
Absolutely.
And that's why you guys are the coastal experts. Thanks so much, Chuck, for joining us. It's always great to see you.
Good to see you again. Thank you.
If you'd like more information on unified communications and Infinity Inc. or any of our coastal experts, just check out our coastal experts page. You'll find that at WSAV.com.